All right, so find your tall seat. Have your little green ball nearby. We're going to fold our right leg in and extend the left leg out. We're just gonna work on creating space first. So you just bring the ball out front and you gently just start moving, right? Rocking the waistline from side to side. But we're keeping our sits bones anchored, and then we continue to work our way forward. And lengthen through each side as you stretch across, and that back of that left leg should be getting some length. And we keep working it out front as far as we can go. We'll take one more breath there, and then you're just going to reach your arms straight down the middle. Try to drop your ears toward your biceps and let your chest reach down toward the floor. Then we're going to take the toes of that left foot, lift them in toward your shin. Press the back of the knee down, lifting the heel, and start getting deeper into that hamstring. And then we're going to take that ball and you're going to walk it over to the inside of that left foot. You'll move your left hand on the outside and your right arm lengthen even further. Take a nice long breath. Exhale, we'll walk that right hand in. You'll roll the ball over your left shin with your right hand. Now our pinky finger is up on that right hand. Left hand moves behind the back. Press with your right hand, look over your left shoulder. Nice twist. And then we'll come back through our center and we'll switch our legs in front. So now that left one kind of feels nice. That right one now feels tight. We'll let the chest again work its way forward. And we're letting the waistline and the shoulders rock to each side. Just digging into that space. And then we'll plant our palms straight down into the ball. Let your chest reach down, let your ears drop between your arms. Now take the toes of your right foot, draw them in toward your shin. Press down the back of the knee, try to lift the heel. Find that length. Breathe, inhale. And exhale. Then the right heel continues to lift as we walk over to the right. The right hand moves to the outside. The left arm stretches further. Really try to lengthen back of right leg and that left side body. And then we'll walk that left hand in. Bring the right hand in and come up through your center. That feels good. And we'll fold that right leg in and bring your right hand out to the side. With that ball, the left arm is going to reach up as we roll the ball out. Make sure that right shoulder is collapsing, that left arm opens up, we look under. And then we sweep that left arm across, pull the right hand in and lift. And again, we reach, stretch to that same side, lengthen over, turn the palm, look under. And then take that left shoulder, reach it across the right knee, and then sweep it across. Then we bring both arms up top. We switch our left leg in front of our right. Bring that left hand down to the side. Again, as it reaches away, you're dropping that shoulder down. The right arm will reach up and over. We'll turn the palm, look under, lengthen. And then that right shoulder reaches over that left knee. That palm sweeps across. We draw that left hand in. Inhale, we lift. And then that left arm slides out again. That right arm reaches over. We open the palm, look under. Breathe, inhale. Then bring that right shoulder across the left knee, turn thumb up, and sweep it across. We come back to that tall spine, bring the ball between our palms, lifting the side to the waist. And then we just take that left side and reach it up as high as we can. And let it relax. And then we take that right side and lengthen that side as deeply as we can. And we let it relax. And then we soften our arms. Let it go. Beautiful. As we find our seat here, we're just going to bend our knees in and bring the ball on top of the knees. So as you lift the sides of your waist tall, you just let your hands rest into that ball. On your exhale, you're just going to round your spine halfway down, bring your elbows wide, soften your chin just like you're in a crunch position, and then you just lift up top. So we're just going to warm that space. Exhale, we tuck round. Inhale, we lift up. Exhale, we tuck round. Inhale, we lift up. Exhale, we tuck round. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, tuck round. Inhale, lift up. Again, exhale, we tuck. And inhale, we lift. We'll start building rotation. Exhale, we tuck. We rotate to the right and just reach your arms out as far as you can. Your knees are still centered. You're rotating from your waist and spine. Then you bend your elbows, come back to center, and lift up top. And exhale, we round halfway, elbows wide, tone your belly. Rotate to your left. Reach those arms out, stretching across. Bring the ball back to center. Lift to the top of your knees, inhale. Exhale, halfway round. Rotate to your right. Reach those arms out long. Bend your elbows. Rotate center. Lift up tall. One more time. Exhale, round halfway. Rotate to your left. Reach those arms across. Back to your center. Lift up top. Take a breath. Now this time you're going to lift your toes. You're going to push your heels away and roll all the way down. You're going to reach your arms out long. Here we lengthen the sides of the waist, fingertips, toes, everything just stretches out. We take a deep breath, inhale. Exhale, we bring the ball forward, look at your toes, draw your knees and chest in and up, and find your tall spine. Then we bring our heels down, we push round, lengthen, stretch. Bring the ball forward, tone into your glutes, look at your toes, knees and chest move together. And again, those heels push. Inhale, we lengthen, we stretch it out. We bring the arms forward, brace into that core. Exhale, lift. Here we'll bring the ball on top of the knees. Bring your left hand on top. Bring your right hand behind. Rotate the ball to the outside of your right leg. Look over your right shoulder. Seated twists. Inhale, back to your center. Right hand comes on top of the ball. Left arm goes behind. Right hand presses. We look over our left shoulder. Inhale, we come back to our center, lifting the sides of the waist, right up nice and tall, hands on top, knees in close. Exhale, we round halfway. We rotate to our right, reach those arms out, bring it back to the center, and lift up tall. Then we push our heels away, we round. Inhale, we lengthen. We bring our arms forward, tuck into the glutes. Exhale, come all the way out. Plant the feet, bring the ball to the knees. Exhale, round halfway. Rotate left, reach, stretch across. Back to your center, lift up tall, pick up the ball. Lift your toes, push your heels. Inhale, we lengthen. Bring the arms forward, look at your toes. Exhale, knees and chest come together. Plant your feet, ball on top of your knees. Round halfway. Rotate right, reach, stretch across, chin off the chest, center, lift to the top of your knees, pick up the ball, push the heels away, inhale, lengthen, stretch it out, bring the ball forward, look forward, tuck knees and chest together, ball to the knees, exhale, round halfway, rotate left, reach across, back to your center, top of your knees, pick it up, push your heels round down. Beautiful. We're going to stay down right here. Lengthen. Should be nice and warm. Some core strength going. Take a deep breath. Then you're going to walk your feet up. Stand into your feet and just lift your hips up. We're just releasing the front of the hips there. Then you're going to take the ball and you're going to place it right underneath your tailbone. And then you're going to lower your hips down. Now make sure that your tailbone's not hanging over the edge of the ball. It's up on top. And your shoulder blades are flat. The back of your head is rested and gentle. Your jaw is soft. We don't want to feel like we're driving the back of our head into the mat. Let your arms drop to the side. Bring your right knee into your chest. Tone your belly in so it feels like your tailbone's pushing down into the ball, and take that left leg out into bicycle leg. Here we go, right toe up, push away, bring that left knee in. Draw that core space, switch your knees, push out low, extend, push. Now we want to really feel the lengthening of the leg as well as that drawing in, if that makes sense. The belly draws in, the leg lengthens away. Exhale, we switch. Inhale, we switch. Exhale, we switch. Long and lean, draw the knee and tuck the belly. Exhale, push the heel out. And one more time. Now that right knee is in. Your shoulders are flat to the floor. You're going to bring your fingertips behind your ears. You're going to crunch up towards that right knee. Exhale, bicycle. Can you still maintain that balance on the ball? Can you keep those elbows up? Really tone that core space. Inhale, exhale. So your chin is still gently off your chest. Your fingertips are supporting the weight of your head. But because we have those shoulders slightly lifted, that core is getting deeper work, and we have to work harder to balance. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. So now that left knee is in. You're going to bring your right knee in to join it. You're going to rest your shoulders down. You're going to reach your arms over the top of your head. If this is uncomfortable for your shoulder, bring your arms to the side. Take both toes up. Now, really tuck your belly and pull it into the ball as you lower your toes down. Take them to that point where you really feel that core engaged, but that you can maintain it. Then you drop your heels in, you pull your knees to your chest, extend your toes up. Push your heels away, tighten your core as you go. And then you drop the heels, you pull the knees up. So double leg bicep. Toes up, heels push away, brace, 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 brace. Heels in, knees to chest. One more, toes up. Heels push, brace. Can you keep your shoulders flat and relax? Heels in, knees to chest. Now we're going to reverse it, right? Reverse bicycle. Heels come down first. You tighten your abs as you extend your toes out. Then you slowly lift those toes up to the sky. Then you bring your knees to your chest. You lower your heels down, bracing your core as you go, keeping that lower back supported. Extend your toes out. Squeeze your glutes, your core, bring your toes to the sky. Bring your knees to your chest. Lower your heels down. Brace, brace, brace. Toes extend out, keeping the brace. Exhale, slow lift up to the sky. Knees to the chest one more time. Heels lower down, tightening the core as you go. Flattening that tailbone into the ball as you extend those toes out. And that slow lift to the sky. Bend your knees, let them into your chest. Gently rock your hips across the ball. So you might adjust the ball slightly up, closer to your shoulder blades, so that when you're rocking your hips from side to side or circling your hips, you're getting into that lower back space. And then we'll bring our heels to the floor, slide them away, reach your arms out long, and really lengthen and stretch the front of your hips over the ball. So if you need to adjust the ball, right, you want it to have the most effectiveness, right? So your tailbone still is on top, but a little bit to that back edge. So you're rounding the full hip over the ball. And then we're going to drop our right hip to the right, allowing that left hip to round deeper over the top. And then we'll rock our left hip to the left. That right hip rounds over the ball, stretching the right toes away. And then we bring it back to the center. Walk your knees in. Lift your hips up and take the ball out from behind. Do a hug, squeeze knees to chest. Bring your hands behind your knees, tuck your chin, roll your spine up, come all the way forward. So here, we're going to start in our table, and first we're just going to do what we call wagging the tail, right? Shifting the hips from side to side. Should feel good. Do a lot of pet analogies today. All right, so we have our hands directly under our shoulders and our knees directly under our hips. You're going to slide your left toes back. Your right hand is going to take the ball and it's going to walk it forward. And you're just going to leave one fingertip on top of the ball. You're not going to squish the ball. And then you're going to lift those left toes up. Ready? Those right fingertips are going to walk the ball in. Your left knee is going to come in. You're going to try to tap elbow to knee, tucking your chin and toning your belly. And then very gently, without denting the ball, you're going to walk it out, extend your left hip. Now maybe you can also lift the toes of your right foot off the floor. Here we go. Walk in, tuck, elbow to knee. Inhale, walk out, lengthen. Exhale, walk in, elbow to knee. Light, light, light touch. Walk it out and lengthen. We get one more time. Elbow to knee, we walk in. Inhale, we reach out, lengthen. Here we bring that left knee down. You're going to take the ball. You're going to tuck it between your two ankles. You're going to walk your hands further forward. Shift your shoulders over your palms so you're in knee plank. Now do a little squeeze into the ball. Notice when you're squeezing between your calves, your glutes and inner thighs are going to engage. We want to keep those engaged. We're going to bring our elbows to our ribs for our hover, and you're going to push straight up. And then you'll tuck your toes, keep squeezing the ball, push your heels back and find plank. Long spine, chin off the chest, palms pulling toward toes. Then we'll tap the knees down, drop your toes, squeeze the ball, elbows to ribs, chin up your chest, neck long. Push straight up, tuck your toes, keep squeezing the ball, push your heels out into plank. Bring your knees down, drop the tops of your feet, squeeze the ball, elbows in, flat back push. Here, you're going to tuck your toes one more time, push those heels back, find your plank, but then we'll press into down dog. We're looking back at our toes, we're letting our heels reach toward the floor, and reaching the chest through. Then you're going to lift your heels high, bend your knees, bring them down into table. Your left hand is going to reach back and grab that ball. You make sure your right hand is directly under your shoulder. Slide your right toe back, walk your left hand forward. Again, just a light fingertip touch, no squishing. Brace your core, lift your right toes. Maybe lift your left toes. Here we go, walk it in, elbow to knee, tuck, tuck, tuck. Reach out, lengthen, maintain control, light fingertip. Exhale, draw in, elbow to knee. Reach out, lengthen, push that heel away. Here we go, elbow to knee, we tuck, crunch in. We walk out, we lengthen. One more time, elbow to knee, take your time with it, draw that core space. Walk it out and lengthen. Here we bring that right knee down. That left hand puts the ball back between your ankles. You walk your hands forward. If you need a little wrist stretch, right? Feel free to take a little circle. Shift your torso forward, squeeze into that ball. Elbows hug your ribcage as you hover. Push up. Tuck your toes, squeeze the ball, push the heels back into plank. Tap your knees down, keep your shoulders over your wrist, elbows in, squeeze that ball, push up. Tuck your toes, push your heels, find plank. One more time, knees down, toes drop, squeeze that ball. Engage those glutes, elbows in, push up, tuck your toes, out to plank. Press through, down dog. Let's paddle our heels. Turn your head, peek under each arm. Then lift your heels high, bring your knees to the floor. Go ahead and take the ball out, sit back into your hips. And just take a moment in child's pose to release your lower back. Let your arms lengthen. Let your forehead reach toward the floor. Find some gentle movement through that lower back space. Cross the shoulders. Breathe. Long inhale. Soft exhale. Press into the ball. Round your spine up. Take a deep breath. Press up off your knees. Bring your arms behind your back. Do a nice shoulder roll. Reach your knuckles down towards your calves and then soften your elbows and pull them away. Make sure you're not locking your elbows in. Spread wide across your collarbones and move your gaze up. And we'll release those arms. Take a deep breath. Let it go. Nice. All right. Everyone good? Thumbs up. Grab some water if you like. So just move your ball forward or somewhere within an arm's reach, hopefully, unless it has a mind of its own. As you look back at your toes, really lift your tailbone, let your chest reach through, and then soften your knees and walk to the front of your mat. And then see if you can find that ball. And then just ragdoll, right? So everything's loose here. Head hanging heavy, arms are dangling, softness in knees and hips. And then we'll pick up the ball. You're going to gently round your spine up. At the very top, you lift your chin. Take your right hand to the side of your hip with the ball engaged to your hip. Check your feet are hip distance apart and reach your left arm to the sky. Now, I want you to not shift anything from these hip bones down to your heels. You're going to reach your left arm over, reach your right arm down. So only bending from your waist, and then you lift back up. And then exhale, you reach down just from the waist, a side bend, and then you lift up strong. Exhale, side bend, reach, no movement off the hips, lift from your waist up. Exhale, side bend, reach those right hands down, reach the left arm over your ear, and then lift up top. Bring the ball to your left. Reach your right hand to the sky. Again, feel the soles of your feet pulling in, you're engaged to your inner thighs. This is called active, strong, staying still. Right arm up. Here we go. Left arm reaches down, right arm over. Don't shift your hips, right? So not letting those hips go, square them up, and then pull from your waist to come back top. Exhale, side bend, reach. Inhale, lift up top. Side bend, reach down to your left. Fall back away. Lift up tall. And one more time. Exhale from the waist. Reach over. Nice. And lift up top. Nice. So we've warmed up those obliques. We're going to use them. We're going to bring those feet still hip distance apart. Now we have the arms both reaching up to the sky with the ball between the palms. And if you lose the ball, just let it go and keep going, and we'll find it again later. We'll relax the shoulders, bring the ball straight ahead. Now bring your weight to your left foot and step your right foot back. Lift your right heel, bend the knee and drop down. Now bring that ball to your chest. You're going to take your upper body and rotate to your left. Then you're going to come back to your center. You're going to reach forward. You're going to step your right foot in. Lower that tailbone, engage your inner thighs. Bring your weight to your right, step your left foot back. Lift the heel, bend the knee, bring the ball to your chest. Don't change your hips, just rotate that upper body to the right. Sorry, didn't say that. Come back to your center, arms forward, step your left foot in. Step your right foot back. Heel up, knee down, drop. Tailbone stay still, lower body stay still, ball to your chest. You turn that whole upper body to your left. Make sure your chin is still aligned with the ball. Come back to your center, reach out, step forward, low squat. Weight to your right foot, step your left foot back, heel up, knee down, ball to chest, rotate to your right, Come back to your center, reach forward, step your left foot forward. Weight to your left, step your right foot back, heel up, knee down. Stack hips and shoulders, ball to chest. Rotate to your left. Come back to your center, reach forward. Step your right foot one more time. Weight right, step left, knee in, sink down, ball to chest. Rotate to your right. Just from that waistline. Come back to your center, reach forward, step forward. Press up. Shake out your legs, release your arms. Good work. Take a deep breath, inhale, flip it up. Bring the ball down to your right side. Left hand still reaching to the sky. We have a solid lower body, right? So your glutes are engaged, your inner thighs. Feels like the soles of your feet are pulling together. We take that right arm down, reach the left arm over. Lift up tall. Exhale, reach down. Look under your left. Lift from your waist. Exhale, reach down. Remember, we're not shifting our hips. We're only reaching from the sides of the waist. Lift up. Exhale, reach down. Inhale, lift up. Ball comes to the sky. Left arm takes the ball, lowers it to that outer hip. We re-engage those legs. Right arm reaching up. Make sure your knees have a little softness. Don't lock them out. Left arm reaches down. Right arm over, only from your waist. Lift up tall. Exhale, reach over so you can go a little deeper. Lift up tall. Exhale, side bend, reach. Lift up tall. One more time. Exhale, reach, reach, reach. And inhale, lift up. Bring the ball to the sky. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Bring the ball straight ahead. Tone into those glutes, those inner thighs, and the soles of your feet. Exhale, we sit to our squat. Bring your weight to your right foot, step your left foot back. Lift the heel, bend the knee, sink down. A little change here. Right arm takes the ball as back as far as you can. Deep rotation. Don't change your hips. Pull the right arm forward. Step your left leg in. Step your right foot back. Heel up, knee down. Now brace into your glutes. Don't let them move. Left arm pulls back, right arm forward. We're looking over our left shoulder. Left arm pulls forward, right leg steps in. Right leg takes the weight, left foot steps back, heel comes in, knee drops down. Right arm pulls it back, look over your right shoulder, keep your balance. Pull your right arm forward, step your left foot in. Weight to your left, step your right foot back. Lift the heel, bend the knees, sink down. Keep your shoulders stacked. Left arm pulls back, watch the ball the whole way. Rotate that waist back to the front. Step your right foot in. Last set. Weight right, step left. Heel up, knee down. Brace the lower body. Upper body rotates to your right. Look over right shoulder. Pull the right arm forward. Step forward. Weight to your left. Step your right foot back. Heel up, knee down. Brace your core. Watch the ball reach back to the left. Right arm's reaching forward. Left arm pulls forward. Step your right foot. Press up. Let it go. Shake it out. Get your groove on. And then we'll let it ragdoll. Fingertips on top of the ball if that's comfortable for you. Softness in knees. Really let your head hang heavy here. Just swing. Then we'll gently work our way down to the mat and bring the hips around. All right, let's give it a little stretch. Take the ball and place it against your lower back, right against your tailbone. Then sit back into it and bring your knees in. Just give them a little hug. Then slide your right leg out and hug your left knee in close. Bring your left ankle over, bend your right knee in. Now, reach around your right shin or around your hamstring, either or, and lift up tall. So you pull your lower back away from the ball, you hug into that right leg. You should feel that left hip get a good stretch. You can lift the toes of your right foot to deepen that a little bit. Make sure you're not sinking into the ball, you're lifting up and away from it. Then we'll release that right leg. Slide that left leg out, bring your right leg in. Here, you let your lower back sink into the ball so you can pull that right knee into your chest. We're releasing lower back. Then we bring that right ankle across the left thigh. You can bring your hands down for support here if you like. Step your left foot in. Then you reach through around your left hamstring or around your shin. As you pull against your leg, lift your spine up top. Maybe those left toes lift as well, your choice. You just breathe into that lower back space, that right hip. One more inhale. And then we release that left leg, slide it away, release the right leg. Take the ball out. Bring the ball between your inner thighs. Now, instead of putting it straight up between your knees, where you're going to be squeezing your joints together, try to move it up more into your thighs so you feel like it's your thigh muscles that are doing the squeezing instead of the joint of the knee. And sit up nice and tall and walk your feet in. Bring your hands behind your knees. Long spine, chin off your chest, hinge back. Now squeeze that ball a little bit. See if you can lift your feet off the floor. Bring your arms forward. Breathe, inhale. So we're still engaging those inner thighs, keeping our knees squeezed. We bring our feet to the floor, just light. And then we take our palms and open them up and back. We still have the long neck, the space under the chin. We expand wide across the chest. We feel those muscles of the obliques go. And then we bring those arms forward. We keep our feet there. We tuck the low belly and gently roll. Here we reach over. Lengthen from tailbone to fingertips, allowing the arch through your back. Then tuck your belly in, lengthen your tailbone, squeeze the ball. Sweep your arms forward, look at your knees, roll up, right? If you get stuck, pull from behind your thighs, and then finish it. Find your tall spine, hinge back, lighten the weight off your feet, open your palms wide, with just a light touch of your feet. Space under the chin, inhale, we hold. Exhale, we bring our palms forward. Bring your feet heavier to the floor, tuck your low belly, gently roll down, control it. Use hands behind knees for support when you need it. Lengthen from tailbone to fingertip, allowing the lower back arch. And then we flatten the arch, tuck in the belly, lengthening the tailbone, squeezing the ball, arms forward. Exhale, smoothly up. Lift up, find that full height, open the palms, release the shoulders back. Hold, inhale, maybe your feet come up. And exhale. Arms come forward, tuck, squeeze, exhale, roll down. Inhale, reach over. Sweep forward, flatten that tailbone, look at your knees, exhale, come up. Lift your heart, open your palms, maybe release the feet, but we still engage those inner thighs. Bring those palms forward, now we build. Feet down, tuck, roll down. Reach your arms straight up this side. So right here, our heels are a little further away from our hips than our knees are. If you can maintain that, if you find that that's going to be too much on your hamstrings, you'll walk your heels inward, okay? Shoulders flat, squeeze the ball, flatten your tailbone, lift your hips up. So really squeeze into your glutes. Now lift your heels and squeeze even tighter through those inner thighs. Then bring your heels down, lift your toes. Feel your heels pulling toward your shoulders. Right? You should really feel that grab of those hamstrings and the glutes. Then we bring our toes down and we lower the tailbone. Take a breath. Flatten the shoulders, lengthen the back of your neck, soften your jaw. Feet pressed down, squeeze the ball, lengthen the tailbone, lift the hips up. This time we lift our toes first. We pull the heels tight toward our shoulders. Then we bring the toes down, we lift the heels, we squeeze those inner thighs, right, so you feel more calves. Then the heels come down, the tailbone lowers, we release it all, breathe. We flatten the feet, lengthen the tailbone, draw in the belly space, squeeze that ball. Lift those hips up, lift your heels, squeeze your inner thighs. Bring your heels down, lift your toes, pull your heels toward your shoulders. Bring your toes down, lower your hips. Release it, take a breath. One more time. Lengthen the tailbone, drawing the belly in. Squeeze the ball, press the feet, lift the hips. Lift your toes, pull your heels toward your shoulders. Find those hamstrings. Bring your toes down, lift your heels, squeeze your inner thighs. Keep those hips up. Bring your heels down, lower your tailbone. Walk your feet in, hug your knees to your chest. Hug it nice and close so you feel that tailbone lift a little away from the floor. You're lengthening your lower back space. Maybe you move a little side to side. Then slide your hands behind your knees and lengthen your toes to the sky. Flex your ankles, push your heels. Then try to pull your tailbone a little off the floor again. Can you keep those long legs? Maybe your hands move up behind your calves or ankles if that works for you. Just doing a little hamstring release before we combine. And then we'll bend your knees, bring your toes to the floor. Reach your arms over the top of your head. Tough coming up from here. Lengthen your tailbone, draw your belly space, squeeze that ball, sweep your arms, look forward, roll up. Reach your fingertips up, take a deep breath. Relax your shoulders, bring your arms forward. Find that hip, squeeze that ball. Maybe you lift your feet, we open the arms wide. Take a long breath. Bring your palms forward, lower your feet, tuck your belly, exhale, roll down. Arms go straight up. If you can, keep your feet up there. Press your feet down, lift your hips up. Lift your heels, squeeze your inner thighs. Bring your heels down, lift your toes, squeeze your heels toward your glutes. Bring your toes down, lower your tailbone, bring your arms toward your knees, look forward, squeeze that ball, roll up. Hinge back. Maybe lighten your feet, open your palms. Lift out of the sides of your waist, space under the chin, inhale. Exhale, palms come forward, feet come down, we tuck, roll, smooth, control. Can you keep your feet up there? Reach your arms up. Draw your belly, lengthen your tailbone, press your feet, lift your hips. Lift your toes, squeeze your heels toward your glutes. Bring your toes down, lift your heels, squeeze your inner thighs. Bring your heels down, lower your tailbone. Bring your fingertips toward your knees, brace your core, squeeze that ball, roll up. Hinge position, space under the chin. Maybe the feet lift, the arms open, chest is wide, we breathe, inhale. Palms come forward, we tuck, smooth, control, roll down. Arms up, right? If your hamstrings are getting fatigued, you walk your heels in closer. Press your feet down, lift your hips up. Lift your heels, squeeze your inner thighs. Bring your heels down, lift your toes, squeeze your heels toward your glutes, but lift those hips up. Toes down, hips down. Fingertips toward knees. We got one more. Top, roll up. Smooth. Hinge position, space under the chin. Maybe the feet lift, the arms open. We breathe, inhale, and exhale. Then those palms come forward, we lower the feet, tuck the belly, we roll. Arms go up, shoulders flat. Feet press down, hips lift up. Squeeze those glutes. Lift your toes. Pull your heels toward your shoulders. Try to keep those glutes lifting as high as you can. Bring your toes down, lift your heels, squeeze those inner thighs. Bring your heels down, lower your tailbone to the floor. Reach your fingertips to your knees, tuck your belly. Here we go, smooth, roll up. Beautiful, hug your knees in. Take the ball out. Right, those inner thighs are probably waiting for a little reprieve there. So after that little huggy squeeze, just a quick release, you're going to bring your ball forward and you're going to put your right ankle on top of the ball. Just let your left leg drop to the side. It's just an anchor. You're going to take the toes of that right foot, draw them in toward your shin. This space behind your knee, you're reaching down toward the floor. You're going to sit up nice and tall on those sits bones. Reach your fingertips. Relax your shoulders, bring your arms forward. You're going to hinge off that hip crease and bring that long spine forward. Still pull your right toes in, reach the back of the knee down. Lift the sides of the waist and then try to deepen the hinge. So just a single leg focus here. Right, so that elevation of the heel gives us more space to let that knee reach down to lengthen the hamstring. Then we'll lift the torso up. Switch ankles. Right, so it's underneath the ankle, lower calf of that left foot. And then we draw the left toes in, reach the heel away, press down that space behind the knee. Sit up tall on the sits bone to reach the fingertips, lengthen the sides of the waist. Release your shoulders, bring your arms forward. Right, without losing any of the length of the sides of your waist, just start hinging forward. You're still pulling those left toes in. Right? Try not to go deeper by pulling your shoulder blades up around your ears. Keep them back, and then just from your hinge. Hold and pull those toes in, press down the back of the knee. Enjoy that release, and lift up tall. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. Scoot your tailbone in close. Let your knees drop out, tall waist. Just feel that release through the inner hips, those inner thigh muscles that were squeezing that ball. So you can keep your hands back here if that helps with the lengthening of your spine. If you can maintain long spine and reach and grab your feet, you're welcome to go there. From either position, you're going to try to send your collarbones straight forward and still reach your outer knees down. Take into that space a little deeper. One more long breath. And release. Take your legs forward and give them a good shake, shake, shake. Grab some water if you need it. Oh my gosh, we are so running out of time. So much more fun stuff to do. You're going to put the ball down and you're going to place your right calf on top, and then you're going to roll over to that right hip. You're going to make sure you're off that hip bone by tilting your pelvis ever so gently forward. You're going to take your right arm out long or fold it in, supporting your head and neck there. Now, we have those legs stacked. We're just zipping up, right? Like you're putting on a wetsuit, you know how tight they are, and you zip up and you feel like your whole body's lengthened out. That's what we want. And take that left arm up to the sky if you can, or onto that left hip, right? Or out in front. So hand on the hip, right, really allows you to notice whether your hips are rocking forward and back, because you'll feel it, right? So if that works best for you, go with that. Now, you're going to take your left foot up. You're going to let your right leg just hang out on that ball, right? But it's going to require some balance here. You're going to turn your toes down. You're going to tap your left toes to the front. Then you're going to lift your heel up and you're going to reach your left toes behind. Then you'll lift them up and you'll rotate them to the front. And you'll lift them up and rotate to the back. Now this whole movement is just coming out of that left hip, right? Our upper body's not moving. Our lower leg is not moving. Lift. Tap to the front, lift, tap to the back. So lift your heel between each tap, lift, heel up, toe back, heel up, toe front, heel up, toe back, heel up, toe front. One more, heel up, toe back. Now take your right leg and roll it forward and see if you can tuck the ball between your two calves. Bring your left hand in front, press up. Bring in your right elbow underneath your right shoulder. All right, little tricky here, but I have full faith. Left arm comes up, or maybe, let's do the first one, put your left hand right here in front of your hips. Now you're squeezing both feet into the ball, like your feet are heel-toe, the ball between your ankles. You're gonna press your hips up. Then you're going to take your left leg and see if you can stack it on top of your right. Brace your core, maybe your left arm comes up. A balanced side plank. Hold, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Take your left foot behind. Lower your right hip down. Release. Ah, isn't that fun? Roll over to your back. Bring your knees to your chest. Give it a hug, squeeze. Now drop both arms out in what we call big T shape. All right, palms open. And then take both knees and drop them over towards your right elbow. Just stretching out that outer leg. Turn your head and look over your left shoulder. Then take your right hand, move it to the outside of that left thigh, and pull that left knee over further. Now, if you want to take the ball out for this, you're welcome to do so, of course. Take one more inhale and exhale. Then we'll release that right hand. We'll bring our knees back to center. Bring your hands behind your knees, tuck your chin, kick your heels, and come up. Then we'll take the ball out and then roll to our left side. So the left calf or ankle come on top of the ball. You roll to your left hip. Stack those hips up, lengthen the sides of the waist. Left arm either over the top of your head with palm up or elbow folded in. You want your chin to be off your chest, your neck is long. We're long through that whole side body. We're just zipping up through that front of that core. Right hand, sky, hip, or floor. If you have it on the floor, just try to use a light fingertip there. Take that right foot up. Heel is leading, toes are down. You tap in the front, then you lift the heel up, and you tap behind. You lift up, you tap in front, you lift up, you tap behind. You lift up, you tap in front, you lift up, you tap behind. Lift up, tap in front, lift from your heel, tap behind. Try to reach it in each direction. Don't try to go right close to the ball. Really reach to that hip, tap back, lift, reach to the front, lift, keep your balance, tap back, lift to the front, lift to the back, lift out in front, lift, reach behind, lift out in front, and one more, lift, reach behind. So then you take that left leg, you roll it to the front of the ball, pull your right leg behind it. Can you get the ball between your two legs? Both feet are touching the floor. Right hand comes to the floor. We slide that left arm underneath. Keep your right hand in front of your hip. Squeeze your calves together. Can you peel your hips up off the floor? And then take that right leg and see if you can stack it on top of your left. Maybe that right arm then comes up. You can keep that right arm in front if that's better for you. Maybe you turn your gaze and look at your right hand. Can you just hold it there? Squeeze everything, just everything. Maybe even your earlobes. Breathe, inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. The right hand comes down. The right foot steps back. The left hip comes down. Ah, we roll to our back. Bringing the knees in. Shoulders flat. Then those open palms drop to the side. Shoulders are flat. And then both knees drop over to your left elbow. Turn and look over your right shoulder. Take your left hand, bring it to the outside of that right thigh, so you can pull it over a little deeper. Feel that lengthening. And again, if it feels like that ball is just causing problems, then you take it out, right, and do the stretch without. Long inhale, long exhale. We'll release that left hand. We'll bring our knees back to center. Give them a good huggy squeezy in. Then wrap your hands behind your knees, tuck your chin, kick your heels, roll your spine up. Take the ball out. Come forward. All right. We're going to take the ball and place it between your calves again. So we've just got one last quick set here. Some upper body and some lower back to it. And then we're going to get a nice full stretch. So we'll start with our hands forward. Sit back into your hips. Let your forehead reach toward the floor. Take a long inhale. Now on your exhale, shift forward and bring your elbows to the floor. Shoulders back, long neck, tuck your toes. Push your heels back, lengthen the back of your neck, tone your belly space. Squeeze the ball, take your right toe up, rotate it over your left. Bring your right toe in. Lift your left toe up, rotate it over your right. Bring your left toe down. Tap your knees to the floor. Lower your hips down, look forward. Drop your toes under and reach your fingertips up front. So upper chest is still off the floor. Squeeze that ball, peel your feet up. Take your left arm, reach over your ear, then reach your right arm, Superman. Hold, ears between your biceps, chin pointed down. Exhale, move your hands alongside your ribcage. Pull your heels to your glutes. Pull your belly button away from the floor. Engage your core. Get strong. Ready? Push straight up. Nice. Sit back. Walk your hands forward. So tailbone reaching back. And then we shift forward. We bring those elbows back down. Shoulders over elbows, palms flat. Push your heels back. Lengthen into forearm plank. Long neck. Left toe up. Rotate it over your right. Bring your left toe down. Right toe up. Rotate it over your left. Right toe down. Here the knees come down. The toes drop under, the hips lower. You walk your hands forward, keeping the upper part of your ribcage lifted. Squeeze the ball. Peel your thighs up. Take your right arm alongside your ear. Now without lowering your chest, reach your left arm. Hold, inhale. Exhale. Elbows come in, heels come in. Tuck your belly away from the floor, get strong, push up. Drop your toes, sit back. Walk your hands forward, let your forehead get heavy for a breath. Exhale. Inhale, forearms slide out. Toes tuck, brace your core, long neck. Right toe lifts, rolls over your left. Right toe down. Squeeze that ball, left toe up, roll it over your right. If you lose your ball, don't worry about it. Bring your toes down. Bring your knees down. Soften the tops of your feet. Lower your hips. Look forward. Walk your hands one at a time. Keep your heart lifted. Look at your hands. Lift those thighs. Squeeze that ball. Left arm, reach. Right arm, lift, reach. Hold, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, elbows in, heels in. If you want to stay on your toes, go there. Brace your core, push up, knees down, sit back. Last one, walk your hands forward, reach your tailbone back. Take a breath. Side away. Here we go. Shift forward, forearms down. Tuck your toes, lengthen spine. Feel those elbows pulling back. Lift your left toe. Rotate it over your right. Bring your left toe down. Hips are moving. Right toe up. Squeeze that ball. Rotate it over. Right toe comes down. Knees to the floor. Soften the tops of your feet. Gently lower your hips. Look forward. Walk your hands out. Heart lifted. Long neck. Squeeze the ball. Lift your thighs. Right arm lift, reach. Left arm joins it. Hold. Breathe. Exhale. Elbows come in. Either heels in or toes down. Brace your core. Get strong. Push. Bring your knees down. Ah, good work. Take that ball out. Sit into wide knees. Tailbone back. Forehead down. You can have your ball out front if you'd like, with your hands on top, or if you prefer, bring your hands to the side, just like that ball. Just feel your tailbone reaching back. Settle deep into your heels. Remember, if this bothers your knees, it often feels nice to just bring your forearms down front, keep your hips elevated, right? Take some pressure off. Maybe you do some shifting, whatever feels good. Take a long breath, and we'll sigh away. And then we'll gently round the spine up. Bring the hips around. Bring your ball with you as you come down. Tuck it underneath your hips. The Diane, right? Arms out, hips rock side to side. We're massaging into our lower back space. And you can grab your knees into little circles if that feels better. Just listen to your body, see what feels good for you. Don't worry about it. If you fall off your ball, you can only go so far, right? Take one more inhale with those knees. And then we'll take our right leg all the way out. Flex that right ankle, push that heel away so we feel the front of our right hip lengthening over the ball. Then we'll extend that left leg up, flex the ankle there, push the heel, try to straighten the knee, right? You might be more up here, that's okay, wherever it works for you. Maybe your fingertips can help draw it in a little closer. Now we have this elevated hip space, right? That's gonna help get that leg in closer to our rib cage. And often it's really nice because we don't have to lift our shoulders to try to find our grip behind our leg. So with that elevated hip, we can keep those shoulders flatter. Really flex the ankle, straighten the knee, push the heel away. Then bring your left ankle onto your right thigh. Bring your right leg in toward you. Hug those legs in close. You can have your left arm around your left thigh, or you can reach it between and grab around to your right leg. Maybe you use it for balance and drop it out to the side. That right hand is hugging that right hand. Long breath. Then we lower our right foot down. Take that left leg, extend it all the way out. Bring the right knee to the chest, hug it in close. Flex that left ankle, push your heel away. Feel the front of the left hip lengthen. Then move your hands behind your right leg, stem the toe up. Flex the ankle, push the heel away. Try to straighten the back of your knee. And then if you have a little more room, you use your fingertips to draw it in closer. Try to rest your shoulders and head to the floor. Push that heel away, feel that lengthening. Left heel is still pushing away as well. Then we'll bend that right leg. Bring it onto your right ankle onto your left thigh. Bring your left knee in. Just let your hips sink heavy into the ball so you don't have to worry about rocking side to side. Left arm wraps around the left shin or behind the hamstring. Right leg hugs in or releases to the right side for balance. Maybe you add that gentle movement, feeling that release. One more inhale and exhale. And we'll release that right leg. One more knee squeeze to the chest. And we'll lower the toes down, lift the hips up, move the ball. Gently rock your body up into a seat, with or without your ball. Take a full breath. Bring your arms to the side, bring your right arm straight across your chest. Wrap your left one underneath and hug that right arm over. Try to straighten your right elbow and then drop your ear to the left shoulder. Good release for the shoulder. Inhale, we'll reach wide. That left arm, straight as you can keep the elbow, comes across. Right arm draws it in closer. Shoulders are relaxed, ear to your right. Chin drops to the chest as we release the arms. We take a full breath. And then we just let it go. Good work, everyone. If I'm not going to see you, please enjoy your holiday.